Time to install some barn doors on our workshop area. It's our workshop back there. I'm going to install 2 doors here, 2 doors over there, and right now I'm going to start building the frame. So far, I sanded the I-beam on the bottom and the edges and painted it black to kind of prep it. Same thing over there. And this is how it looks so far. So I just used a 40 grit metal sander. The wood which I'm using is this right here. This is a 4 by 2 by 4 by 12 feet. That's gonna be the 2 top portions for the frame, and then next to it is the 2 by 4 by 10 feet. Those are gonna be the side frames that are gonna hold the doors, and I'll cut them to size and tell you what the sizes are for that, but that's what the frame is going to look like. So for the front fascia around the frame, once I build a frame from the pressure treated wood, the fascia, the front end, is going to be cedar board, and the size for that is going to be 7/8 by 6 inches, and then whatever height and length. So basically the width of it is going to be 5.5, because the 6 inches is actually only 5.5, and then the thickness, instead of 7/8, it's 3/4. So to build a frame to make sure that fits correctly, I'm leaving there 3/4 for the board that goes on the front, on the side, and then it's gonna go 5.5, which is the width of the board. So this front board is going to be 5, but I need to leave an overhang of 3/4 for the board that's gonna go on the side. So leaving 3/4, 5.5. If I measure this, the actual frame width is going to be 4 inches and 3/4. So that's how thick I'm gonna build the frames. So I cut the 4 3/4 pieces that are gonna go there, there, and over there. And then there's gonna be 2 studs of the pressure treated wood going from there along the wall all the way to the top. Now on the top, there's gonna be another 2 boards running along the top as a header, just like that. So now I need to make sure I know the length of the woods that I need to cut at the top, accounting for the 4 3/4 header that's gonna be on the top. Okay, decided to go with the header first, so I cut it to size to fit up there. What I'm going to do as of right now, which is being held by clamps, so the header itself needs to be 4 3/4. So there's 1.5 inch, there's going to be another 1.5 inch underneath it. So the middle, I have to fill it up with smaller pieces of wood. So 4 3/4 minus 3 is 1 3/4. So I need to cut a few pieces that are only 1 inch and 3/4, so I can join those 2 headers. Okay, I cut a bunch of 1 3/4 inch pieces. So I'm gonna take these, I'm gonna put it like so here, and then this top part is gonna hook up to the top one right there. So what I'm going to do, I'm gonna do pocket holes on the side here to get it on this one, and then on the top. Wish I could do it on the inside, but I won't have access to it once it goes up to the top. So yeah, time for some pocket holes. All right, so it got late last night, but finished the header. Just now finished this side. I'm gonna do another one exactly like that on that side. So for this one right here, on the back, I added a sill fill right here. And then this board is bolted to the block wall in 3 spots using the Tapcom 1/4 inch by 2 1/4. So pre-drill the wood, Then I pre-drilled the block, and then I put the Tapcon in there. This is pretty solid. So once I put this second board on this side, there was a little bit of flex, so I just added these two braces right there. So that's the 4 3/4 all along. And I got the header one. I'm gonna do another one on the side, and then the door opening, it's gonna be double doors hinged on that side. And that's gonna be pretty big doors. Then I'm gonna repeat the same process on this side. So frame 1 is done, and that's what it looks like. So the boards that are next to the walls are being held by Tapcon screws, 3 of them into the wall, and then that top one is glued on top of the I-beam, and it's being supported by these 2 frames and these 2 boards frames. And then I gave support in between each one by attaching little spacers, framed over to stiffen it up. So that's it. One done. Time to work on the second one. Framing project completed. Against the wall, there is a seal all around it. It's like a pink foam part. On the top, I glued it to the I-beam, and then everything else is pocket hole. The frames touching the block wall are hooked up with Tapcon screws. Let's see. Make it brighter in here. So it looks like from the inside. So next, that's what it looks like from the inside. So that completes the framing, video number 1. I'll post some more videos as I do the other parts, which will be in a couple of weeks or so. And then I'm gonna start building doors as well. So, subscribe down below if you wanna get notifications when I upload the next videos.